Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing my weekly check-in for the second week of May. So for the second week of May, I'm going to be checking in from May 10th through May 16th. So starting off with May 10th, I spent $8 out of my restaurant's envelope at the farmer's market. There was a Vietnamese coffee stand and I got a Vietnamese coffee with cookies and cream cold foam and it was really good. So that came out to $8 and I took that out of my restaurant's envelope. Next, on the 10th, I also spent $51 out of my gas envelope for gas at Costco. So that was also on the 10th. And then on the 11th, I spent $60 out of my fun envelope at Walmart. So that was $60 on the 11th. Next, on the 12th, I also spent $23 out of my toiletries envelope on Amazon. I bought this box of Kleenex, like it was like a pack of 8 or something, and that came out to $23. So I did run out of my sinking fund stickers, the color for my sinking funds, which is the green one. So I'm going to be using the one that I use for my unbudgeted expenses for now, because I have not gotten my new stickers in the mail yet. And then this expense is actually for the 12th. So that came out of my toiletries sinking fund. And then next on the 13th, I spent $18 out of my cart maintenance sinking fund for a car wash. I washed and detailed my sister's car that day. And I took it to the car wash and I got the $18 one. So that was $18. And that was not on the 12th. That was actually on the 13th. That was on the 13th. And then next on the 13th, I spent $50 out of my spending envelope. I went to brunch. So I spent $50. We got mimosas and then I got some chilaquiles that were really, really good. So that came out to $50 with tip and everything. Next on the 14th, I spent $14 out of my miscellaneous envelope on some Red Bulls for my coworker and myself, and that was $14 out of miscellaneous. Next on the 14th, I also spent $10 out of my restaurant's envelope at Starbucks. One of my coworkers wanted to go to Starbucks, so we ended up just going together. So I reloaded my Starbucks card with $10 and I took it out of restaurants. Next on the 15th, I spent $21 out of my restaurant's envelope at Panda Express. It was a really, really busy day that day, and my coworker and myself had not eaten, so I asked him if he wanted me to go get food, and we decided on Panda. So I spent $21 on our food, and that came out of restaurants. Next on the 16th, I spent $40 to fill up my car. So that came out of gas, and that was on the 16th. And then on the 16th, I also spent $8 out of my fun envelope playing pool. We played a game of pool, and that came out to $8. So that is all of my spending for the second week. So now for the check-in portion, I'm going to fill out what the week started off with. So gas started off with $120. Groceries with $100, restaurants with $50, spending $50, miscellaneous $50, and fun $80. I'm just gonna cross off the unbudgeted because I didn't have any unbudgeted expenses. Starting off with gas, I spent $51 at Costco and then $40, so that's a total of $91. So for gas, I spent $91. I should have $29 remaining. For groceries, I didn't spend anything, so spent 0, remaining $100. Now for restaurants, I spent $8 on the coffee, $10 at Starbucks, $21 at Panda Express. So that is $39. So I spent $39, remaining $11. Now for spending, I spent $50 on brunch, so I spent all of my spending money. So spending, I spent $50, remaining $0. Now for miscellaneous, I spent $14 on the Red Bulls. So that was spent $14, remaining $36. And then for fun, I spent $60 at Walmart and then $8 to play pool, so a total of $68. So I spent $68. I should have $12 remaining. So now to check my wallet or my cash envelope, starting off with gas, it should have $29. So I have 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. So 29 in the gas. Next I have groceries, and it should have 100. So groceries is at 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100. Next I have restaurants, and restaurants should have 11. So restaurants is at 10 and 11. Next I have spending, and it is empty. Next I have miscellaneous and fun. So miscellaneous should have 36. So I have 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36. And then I have fun, and it should have 12. I have 10 and 11, so I have $11. I didn't have change for the $1, so I just left it in my back to bank envelope. That's why $1 is missing. So that is all for my weekly check-in for the second week of May. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching.